As you may know, we have a regular segment on this show called You Burnt. Well, what you may not know is we were scheduled to do a You Burnt on Tuesday, May 2nd. And unfortunately, the night before, the Writers Guild of America went on strike and our show stopped production. And as a result, the You Burnt that we were supposed to do that day 5 months ago never aired. Well, today it's time for a new You Burnt. And if you've seen the segment, you know it typically contains numerous topical jokes and references. So you're probably thinking, let me guess, you scrapped the old script you prepared back in the spring. You wrote a whole new You Burnt. But You Burnt writer Ben Warheit insisted to me that the topics covered in the You Burnt he wrote 5 months ago were, to use a comedy term, evergreen. Do you stand by that, Ben?
Stand by what?
By your argument that we didn't need to rewrite this You Burnt to make it more topical.
Yeah, totally. This is good to go. Fresh as the day we wrote it.
You're sure?
What?
Let's just give it a go. Without further ado, we present The Lost You Burnt, previously scheduled to air on May 2nd, 2023. I was staring out my window at a cold spring thunderstorm this morning. Just thinking about that old expression about April showers bringing May flowers, as one is wont to do this time of year. When a song came on about migrating tree frogs on my lo-fi beats to relax and host you playlist, and wait, I'm sorry, but I think I smell smoke, so it can only mean one thing. It's time for You Burnt. Welcome to the Burn Zone. We got a lot of topics to sizzle through and not a lot of time. Certainly not 5 months. Over here is the burner. Let's turn on the gas and load her up. Woo! Smooth criminal. First up, the King's coronation. Oh, boy. The King's coronation. Hear ye, hear ye. It's time for a 74-year-old man's quinceañera. Does this thing really need to be several days long? He got the job. Do we have to follow him around during orientation, too? Besides, I think you've had enough grand affairs, if you know what I mean. Sideburn Camilla.
Sideburn.
Sideburn Charles also. It takes two people to have an affair. It would be sexist to just blame the woman. Whew. Almost Don Lemon myself. As you may or may not remember, Don Lemon was fired from CNN on April 24th, 2023. But seriously, Charles, tell me one reason why I should give a shit about all this. I'm all ears, just like you. The King's coronation. Like the flaming wreckage of the British Empire, You Burnt. People who make fun of the Jets. Hey, people who think the Jets are cursed, the joke's on you, because now they have Aaron Rodgers. Oh, me. Ben?
Why?
Are you sure this isn't badly outdated and in need of a rewrite?
No, it's good. Are you just going to keep asking me questions this whole time? Because if you're going to do that, I'm going to stop texting my friends.
You should never text your friends during the show.
Was that like a new rule?
Let's just get through this. At this point, the biggest concern for the Jets is finding a parade route through Midtown. Trust me, Rodgers' first drive down the field is going to set the tone for his whole season. All right, that part still tracks. That part still tracks. Hey, people who make fun of the Jets, time for you to retreat into silence because You Burnt. Rats! Oh, thank God. Rat jokes never get old. God bless New York City. The rat population in New York City is officially out of control. It's so bad Mayor Adams hired a rat czar to clean up the mess. Hey, you could hire a rat czar, but why are you doing a press conference about it? Keep that one on the down low. When you get your house sprayed for bed bugs, you tell the guy to park the van way down the street. The rat situation is so bad, I was on the subway and I saw one rat give up its seat for another rat who was pregnant. There's even a popular rat meme called Pizza Man. So that's you, Ben.
Is that me?
Did you forget taking that photo?
It's been a while.
Hey, rats. Jets, just like the can of flaming garbage I saw under the 59th Street Bridge yesterday. Yeah, Bert. Summer blockbusters. Summer is so close you can taste it. Ben?
My good friends, it was a unseasonably warm week.
Summer is so close you can taste it, and that means a couple of big-budget Hollywood movies are about to take over America's remaining movie theaters, one of which is Christopher Nolan's film Oppenheimer. That's right. The guy who made Batman even cooler is back with a biopic about some nerd scientist. The only bomb I see here will be you at the box office. You think people are gonna go see a historical World War II drama when they could be seeing The Flash? Looks like the Scarlet Speedster will be racing to the top of the box office, and that's a Seth guarantee. Another movie getting a big push is Barbie, a film for adults about a children's toy. Let's get one thing straight. America's gotten more than its fill of Ryan Gosling's abs. I'd go so far as to say he's so fit that it's off-putting. Whichever studio executive greenlit this flop, you better reverse mortgage the dream house and sell the Corvette, because after this movie chokes, you'll be rollerblading to work. Also, both these movies are coming out on the same day. Guys, there's plenty of weekends in July. You don't need to steal ticket sales from each other unless they can get some kind of cultural phenomenon going where people make it a point to see both movies back to back. But what would they even call that? Oppen-Arby? That'll never work. Ben, you telling me you wrote this in April?
I'm prescient.
Because now I'm starting to think you rewrote this to make me look bad.
No. Benny no like extra worky.
Well, I do know that to be true. Very well. Summer blockbusters, I become death, destroyer of worlds, but you Bert. Lunch places that serve bowls. Oh, well, those still exist. That's good. Hey, love rice, but wish it cost $18. Try bowls. Seriously, I have actual bowls in my house that cost less.
I feel like that's not true.
Yeah, fine. My bowls are fancy. What can I say? I make an artisan bowl money. And is this really what lunch has become? 20 minutes of eating at your desk and then an hour of spraying canned air to get the quinoa out of my keyboard? Also, work is hard. You should go out to lunch. We've gone from martinis and steak tartare with Mad Men to spoon and slop into our faces like cavemen. You think Don Draper ever said to Roger Sterling, hey, I'm gonna skip lunch at the Carlisle. I got a bowl waiting at my desk. Also, what's up with acai bowls? You want me to pay top dollar for a pile of breakfast mush? I'll admit, whenever I see a place serving acai bowls, I let out acai too. And how about poke bowls? You want me to pay $25 for some sushi that fell apart? That is not poke.
Okay, you won me back with that.
Lunch places that serve bowls, like the charred broccoli I paid $2 extra for, you Bert. Logan Roy. Ben, when did the strike start in terms of the final season of Succession?
A couple weeks after Connor's wedding.
So I'm not gonna have to do some long joke here that people might not even remember the context of, am I?
There's one way to find out.
Logan Roy, you mean, terrible man. You're a stain on this whole country. I'd say you represent the worst of humanity, but that would mean admitting you're a human. You're a friendless, petty, decrepit, pants-pissing son of a bitch. You make the Koch brothers look like two Malalas. If you were here right now, I'd tell you to your face that... Sorry. Yep. What is it? He's what? He's dead? Shut the up. No, he's not. This is a joke, right? Well, is he or isn't he? Well, how can you not know? Who's doing chest compressions? Do they have training? Well, get a doctor on the plate. Let me talk to the pilot, because I wanna talk to the pilot. Okay, geez, okay, put the phone by his ear so I can talk to him. Hey, Logan, can he even hear me? Okay, hey, hey, Logan, I just want to say, because I'm not sure I ever got a chance to say this in person, but, I know we had our ups and downs, but deep down, I just want you to know, yeah, Bert! Up next, May Flowers. Listen up, you colorful bastards. Oh, that buzzer means we're out of time. This has been your Bert. That's Ben right over there. We'll be right back with Josh Gad.